Well, I was president of the Missouri Jaycees in 1969 into 1970. And in the fall of '69, about 3 or 4 months into my term, a fellow by the name of Charles Miller called me and asked me whether I thought the Missouri Jaycees would be interested in developing a camp and operating a camp for the mentally and physically challenged. And so I told Mr. Miller, I said, well, I'm just the president. I have a board, but we have a board meeting coming up shortly and I will take it to the board. So then he gave me a few more details that he had some land down here in the Lake of the Ozarks, a significant amount of land, and that he would like to donate that property for a campsite. The thought that I had when he first brought it up, and that's how I took it to the board. I said, guys, I think we might have something here, and the board accepted it unanimously. So with that, then I became very familiar with, I'm going to call him now Charlie Miller.
When people ask me about my grandfather, I always say my grandfather was a visionary. He was wise. He knew that he could not do this alone. He needed to bring people in and to have people see his vision and make that their vision.
It always seemed to be something that would be very advantageous to draw all the communities in the state of Missouri together on a statewide project. And it turned out it was. I mean, it worked beautifully. And then it just kind of grew on its own.
I can't say there's a time in my life that the camp and the lake wasn't a part of my life. I have very fond memories of that. The campers would go by on the boats and they would yell to my grandfather and wave and say, "We love you, Mr. Miller, we love you."
I'd come over on a weekend when the campers were leaving. They're in tears. They don't want to leave. They want to stay another week, you know? It's amazing. I mean, it's heart-wrenching.
Because it was just a part of my life as a child, I didn't probably realize the great impact until, as an adult, a part of the board and involved more, that I can see how much this camp can impact a life.
You know, just what we've been able to accomplish and the services we've been able to provide, not only for the individuals that come to camp, but for their families and for the individuals that come to help run it week after week after week. And I think we actually achieved more and broader aspects than what I originally thought we were going to be able to achieve.
It's just part of our family legacy. It's who we are, and we're proud of this camp. We're proud of all of my grandfather's vision, and that we're able to keep things going.
I know that Charlie is looking down and saying, this is just what I wanted to happen.
I think until somebody really comes here, it's hard to understand all that this camp encompasses and all the people and lives that are touched by it.